Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the 2022 Dally M Awards review. I'm joined in the middle by Canberra Raiders supporter Nathan B. Moore, and on the end, I'm joined by New Zealand Warriors supporter Warriors NRL Fanatics. I am your host, Nick from Australia. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you like and subscribe. We're 30 subscribers away from 2K. So if you can subscribe, it would be much appreciated. Fellas, how are you? The Dally M Awards have arrived, and Nicho Hynes is the Dally M winner for 2022. Nathan, how are you, bro?
Yeah, pretty good. For a Wednesday night, I'm not too bad, and I'm glad to be here.
Good to have you on, and Warriors and NRL Fanatics, mate. I had you on last night for the grand final preview. Good to see you once again, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Nick, and yeah, it's great to be on here again. And yeah, it was the Dally M Awards. I'm sure there's some surprise selections, and yeah, I'm sure we'll go over it.
100%. We'll be going through the awards from tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, share it around. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. You just hit the subscribe button and help us get on the road to 2K. We're 30 subs away, so let's try and get there real soon. Hello to the live chat. We've got about 24 people in the live chat as we speak. Hello to SS Storm fan. Hello to Kino. Jay Evans is here. Cody Games PlayStation. Yeet Boy. Jack Dempsey. Let's Go Bulldogs is here. Bosky. Pro Enzo Vids. Hassine is here. We've got Fev Bone. Electrical Dust. TJ Sports. Nighthawk Gaming. CJ Moxley. Good to see the chat looking nice. 25 people here as we speak. Make sure you like the stream, fellas. It means a lot. Well, the Dally M Awards have just ended. We're going to do a bit of a review on some of the awards tonight. Obviously, Nicho Hynes got Dally M. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But, fellas, we're going to start off with a couple of the other awards first. And I want to go to the winner of the Proven Summons Medal, fellas. Nicho Hynes won that, obviously. He won a couple of awards tonight, Nicho Hynes. He had a very, very good season. Nathan, what'd you make of this? Nicho Hynes won the Proven Summons Medal.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say other than, yeah, deserved it.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Fanatics? Nicho Hynes, you reckon he deserves that award?
Yeah, look, there's quite a few nominees there. I think a few of them deserve to be in there, and yeah, Nicholas Hynes. Yeah, I think he deserves the award for sure. I think he's had a good year.
Who do you think was unlucky not to win this award?
Oh, that's tough actually. I mean, I think no, I actually am happy with Nicholas Hynes getting this award. Actually, I don't think anyone was unlucky, to be quite honest. I think either the nominees deserve to win it, and I think Nicholas Hynes, had the award, and I think he deserves to get it.
What about Junior Paulo? Do you think he was unlucky?
Yeah, Junior Paulo, I wouldn't argue against him getting the award. Yeah, I think he. I don't know the whole meaning behind the Proven Summons Medal, to be completely honest, but yeah, I mean, any one of those nominees probably deserves to win it. But Junior Paulo, yeah, you can argue he may. If he won it, I wouldn't mind either way. So yeah.
Yeah, look, I probably would have given it to Junior Paulo. I think Junior Paulo deserved it, but Nicho Hynes got the Proven Summons Medal in the end. So fair play to him. I guess he has earned it. But I would have preferred Junior Paulo winning that award. That's just me. But yeah, NICHO HYNES, he wins the Probe and Summons medal. All right, let's go to a couple other minor awards before we go through the Dally M Team of the Year. Rookie of the Year, fellas. The Cowboys' second rower, Jeremiah NANAI, winning the Rookie of the Year. I think we all sort of knew this was going to happen by round 15, round 16. After Origin, I think we knew Jeremiah NANAI was going to win this award. Fanatics, I'll start with you first this time. Do you think Jeremiah NANAI deserves the Rookie of the Year or what?
Oh, no question about it. No question answered. I mean, he's been great all season, and yeah, look, I think he's just come on leaps and bounds this year. So yeah, no doubt that Jeremiah NANAI deserves to win the Rookie of the Year, and he's had a very good first season in the NRL, and a very great season for the Cowboys.
Absolutely terrifying what this bloke could become in the next couple of years. Rookie of the Year already, just unbelievable season from Jeremiah NANAI from the Cowboys. What about you, Nathan? You think he deserves this, Jeremiah NANAI, or would you have gone someone else?
Oh, 100%. 100% NANAI deserves it. What he has done for the Cowboys' top 4 aspirations this year has been sensational. He's been very much inspirational to the attack. And, well, you put him under those high balls. Oh.
Freakish.
Yeah.
He's so good in the air, bro. It's like Tom Dearden or Scott Drinkwater will do a kick cross field. Then on the right edge, leaps in the air, catches it in the air and scores. And it's unbelievable what the kid can do. And he's got incredible footwork for a young kid. So where Jeremiah NANAI gets to in the game, it's completely up to him, bro, because he's a rookie. I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but it could be anything, boys. Seriously. He could be anything.
Absolutely.
But I think we all agree that Jeremiah NANAI deserves the Rookie of the Year. I don't think anyone's got a problem with it. All right, let's go to boys, the Captain of the Year. Now, I don't get this. Isaiah Yo's co-captain at Penrith with Nathan Cleary. Nathan Cleary wasn't at the Dally M Awards, apparently. Isaiah Yo, Captain of the Year? I mean, wouldn't it be co-captains? I'm just a little bit confused on how this whole thing works. Captain of the Year, Isaiah Yo. I don't agree with this. What do you boys reckon?
I personally, I would have went with Chad Townsend.
Yeah, but Chad Townsend and Taumalolo were co-captains, but I see where you're coming from. What do you reckon, Fanatics?
Yeah, I mean, look, Isaiah Yo and Nathan Cleary were co-captains, so Captain of the Year, isn't it? Captain of the Year? I don't know. I don't understand how it works, all that. So,
you know who I would have gave Captain of the Year to? I'd have given it to Clint Gutherson, believe it or not. He's done a remarkable job this year. Parramatta was so inconsistent through the regular season, yet he led them to the top 4. And obviously they're in the grand final, but the Dally M system stops before the final series becomes a thing. But I just think Clint Gutherson this year has done a remarkable job for Parramatta, and he's led that team to some results that I don't think many people would have expected. So for me, I think Clint Gutherson should have been Captain of the Year.
What about Cameron Murray?
Yeah, you could argue Cam Murray. You could.
Was he in the nominees? I didn't see him in the nominees.
Who was?
Not even in the nominees.
Cameron Murray. I don't think he was.
I can't even remember, bro. I can't remember who was in the nominees. But I just would have thought Gutherson Captain of the Year. That's what I would have went. Who would you guys have gone for Captain of the Year?
Yeah,
I'd go
with Cameron Murray as well. Yeah,
you boys reckon Cam Murray. I would have went with Gutherson. But anyway, Isaiah Yo won Captain of the Year. Fair enough, but I don't think anyone here agrees with it. I'm serious. Like I just don't think he deserves it. But whatever. Panthers getting all these fucking favoritism bullshit because they're in the grand final and they finished first. Whatever. All right. Fucking garbage. Coach of the Year, boys. Cowboys coach Todd PAYTEN led the Cowboys from 15th to 3rd. when I was watching this live, I was so scared that they were going to give it to Craig Fitzgibbon. But Todd Payten is the coach of the year. Nathan, do you think Todd Payten deserves this? Do you think Ivan Cleary and Craig Fitzgibbon were hard done by? Would you have gone Brad Arthur? Or do you think Todd Payton's the right choice?
Payten is absolutely the right choice. I mean, look what he has done from a 15th place team last year to a top 4 team this year. You can't. His coaching ability and the way he does is, again, instrumental to where they are now.
Yeah, 100%, brother. What about you, Fanatics, mate? Coach of the year, Toddy Payten. Do you agree with this one or what?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it. I had him at the start of the not at the start of the year as a coach of the year, but like when the Cowboys, was starting to get on that roll and being a top 4 side, I think Todd Payten deserves to win it because the Cowboys last year, they were 15th on the ladder last year, and they proved a lot of critics wrong and made the preliminary finals. So no doubt about it, I think Todd Payten for me deserves to win this Coach of the Year award. I think he had a great year, and he's really turned the Cowboys around.
100%, brother. Look, I'm agreeing. Look, I don't want to agree with everything that we're all talking about tonight, but I think we've all got the same sort of agreements on all these awards so far. Todd Payten's done an incredible job for the Cowboys, and look, I'm a big Cowboys fan, as we know, but I've got no problem with it. I was a little bit worried about Craig Fitzgibbon getting it, but in saying that, even if he had got it, I wouldn't have had a big problem with it because Fitzgibbon's done a great job at Cronulla as well. So I'm just glad Todd Payten got it, and I think he deserves to win the Coach of the Year. He's had an incredible year as Cowboys head coach. All right. So we've done Captain of the Year, we've done Rookie, we've done Proven Summons. Let's go to the main awards. We'll get to the Dally M part very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the fullback of the year is James Tedesco. Now, boys, we spoke in the green room before we came on the air tonight. I have no problem with James Tedesco winning fullback of the year, but you fellas seem to be pretty keen on someone else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dylan Edwards.
From Penrith. Dylan Edwards. Why?
I feel like it was a bit hard done by. If you look at the period from where Luai and Cleary were gone, Dylan Edwards literally carried that team. In my opinion, he absolutely well, I wouldn't say he carried. He sort of was more of a bigger impact on that team than anyone else, in my opinion. But yeah, I just think Dylan Edwards should have got it. He had a tremendous season.
Yeah, look, 100%. Fanatics, Dylan Edwards or Tedesco?
I personally think Dylan Edwards was robbed.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's a big call. I know Tedesco's had a great year and he's been pretty consistent, James Tedesco. But I think, look, when Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary were out, I think Dylan Edwards, I think was always the most consistent player on the field. I think he's always one of their best players. So I think if you are judging it off like not just the start of the year, but I think throughout the year, I think Dylan Edwards was probably the better player for me. But I would have given it to Dylan Edwards.
I've got no problem with James Tedesco winning fullback of the year. James Tedesco has literally carried the Roosters. The Roosters, for a fair part of the season, were sitting about 9th or 10th on the ladder, and they were struggling to even make the top 8, and Tedesco went to a whole new level, and he absolutely took over. Tedesco almost won the Dally M tonight. He came from nowhere. He nearly stole that Dally M, but Nico HYNES got a few extra points, which got him home in the end. Tedesco, I thought he had a remarkable season. I know the Roosters didn't have the greatest of seasons, but I think Tedesco deserves the fullback of the year. That's the first one that we disagree with. But anyway, we're going to move on now to the wingers of the year, and we're going to go to Alex Johnson and Joseph SUA'ALI or Joseph SUA'ALI. I'll start with Alex Johnson, boys. Top try scorer. I've got no problem with Alex Johnson as one of the wingers of the year.
Yeah, I've got no issue with Johnson. being one winger. Ken Irvine, medalist as well.
Yep.
Johnson's
No
got the most
surprise.
tries. SUA'ALI. I would have went with Murray Tuolangi, in my opinion.
Really?
I would have went with Tuolangi. I think him playing Origin this year has absolutely helped his credentials. I just thought that Tuolangi had just a better season than SUA'ALI.
Okay. I don't agree with that, but I agree with you about Alex Johnson. Joseph SUA'ALI, I don't have a problem with Joseph SUA'ALI being on the wing. What about you, Fanatics? Do you agree with the wingers, or would you have replaced someone with someone else?
I actually agree with one winger option, and that is Alex Johnson. Yeah, I think Alex Johnson no doubt deserves to win it this year because he's been one of the most consistent wingers, and he's also topped the try scorers as well this season. But I don't agree with Joseph SUA'ALI. I don't. No, I don't agree with it.
Wow.
I probably would have gone with Corey Oates.
Oh, Corey Oates and the Broncos.
Yeah, I think Corey Oates had a good season this year for Brisbane. So yeah, I would have had him there.
Yeah, look, I'm okay with Joseph SUA'ALI, boys. He had a remarkable year. I thought it was excellent for the Chooks. If you had to replace anyone, maybe Taylor May goes close. But look, man, Alex Johnson, Joseph SUA'ALI, I've got no problem with it, boys, at all. No problem. But anyway, let's go to the centers of the year now. And Val Holmes and Joey Manu, the two centers of the year.
Yep.
I have got absolutely no problem with this. I think this one makes sense. Val was freakish all year. Manu was excellent. I think Val was probably the better of the two this year. But fuck, man. Holmes and Manu, both well-deserved in my opinion. Do you boys disagree with any of these?
No, I'm
No.
pretty happy with this.
Yep. Yeah, I don't agree. I don't disagree with it. Both deserving.
A few people on Facebook reckon Justin Olam and Talakai were robbed. A few people have been saying.
What?
No,
No.
Talakai is not even
I don't-
close for me.
Yeah.
Justin Olam, he's last year I'd say yeah, but this year I just think that Holmes, especially Valentine Holmes, had a insanely good year. I think this is his best year since Sharks
2018.
days.
Yeah.
2018, 2017 and that. But yeah, I agree with that. And Joseph Manu, well, yeah, it's Joey Manu.
Now, look, I just want to let you guys know that on Facebook and on Twitter, a few people are upset about Talakai not winning or what's his name?
Olam.
Who did I say before?
Justin
Justin
Olam.
Olam. Yeah, a few people are upset about that, but
Hmm.
Holmes and Manu were way up here. Talakai and Olam were down here. They
I
weren't
would have
quite on
rated
the level.
Olam. I would have rated Olam higher over Talakai.
I'd have given Isaac Tago more of a rap than Talakai this year. And Olam. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Holmes and Manu, easy. Well deserved. 5-8 for the year, boys. Cam Munster. Now, Munster didn't play fullback at the back end of the year, especially the last 6 weeks, which would have given Dylan Brown and Tom Dearden a massive chance to win the Dally M 5-8 for the year. I'm telling you this. Tom Dearden and Dylan Brown would have went very close to winning this.
Yeah.
But Munster wins it. You boys agree with Munster, or would you have gone someone else?
I disagree. I disagree with Munster winning it. I reckon it could have, as you said, Dylan Brown or Tom Dearden have had far better seasons this year in that position in 5'8" than Munster has.
Yeah.
As for who I'd give it to, that's a tough one. That's literally a heads or tails. That's such a heads or tails thing. But I've got to go Dearden. I think Dearden.
Really?
I mean,
You reckon?
Ooh.
It's really tough. It's seriously tough. I mean, in my opinion, Dylan Brown is the most underrated 5'8" right now. But I don't know, man. I just thought Dearden had just a better season. Not much, but a better season.
I thought Tom Dearden was 5'8" for the year for a while. And then I thought, okay, maybe Munster's overtaken him. And then I thought, fuck, maybe Dylan Brown's close. They're all very close. But look, Munster 5'8" for the year. I'm fine with it. I really am. What about you, Fanatics? Munster 5'8" for the year, fair or not fair?
I didn't mind it. I don't really mind that he won it. Yeah. I mean, Dylan Brown is probably another player I would have had up there as well. He was probably my second choice, but yeah, look, I think Munster's good this year, so I can't really argue with him winning it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the halfback of the year, and Nicho Hynes won this over guys like Nathan Cleary, guys like Mitchell Moses, guys like Chad Townsend, Jerome Hughes, Adam Reynolds, so many halfbacks that had great seasons. Ben Hunt, another one that a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people believe Ben Hunt was robbed. Nathan, Nicho Hynes, halfback of the year. I can live with this, but gee, I feel like Ben Hunt not winning anything tonight just doesn't seem right with me.
Yeah, this could potentially be very dangerous for Ben Hunt's career because I just feel like the confidence is now going to be shot, and going in the next year, it's just going to be. I don't know. I hope it's not. But I've just got this fear that it could be. I
feel like it's just going to make Ben Hunt even more fucking hungry. That's just me.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I absolutely hope so because he is one hell of a player.
Freakish. What do you reckon, Fanatics? Nicho Hynes, halfback of the year. I know you hate the Sharks. Put your Sharks bias cap away for a moment. Would you have gone Nicho Hynes or no?
I probably would have gone with Ben Hunt. Yeah. I think Ben Hunt's had a great year, and I think he deserves at least one award tonight. But Nicholas Hynes, I don't think I can argue that he's had a good year. I mean, I can't argue that he's had a great year. But yeah, I would have gone with Ben Hunt for this award.
The thing is as well, boys, some of the games that Nicho Hynes got points in, I'm sitting there shaking my head going, I reviewed that game and there's no way he was top 3 on ground in some of those results. But the judges like to kiss ass and give different points out. If you're a Dragon supporter or if you're a Ben Hunt supporter, you might feel a bit hard done by tonight. You might. Same with if you're a Panther supporter, and like Nathan Cleary would have been pretty close.
I would have had Chad Townsend. I would have had Chad Townsend higher than Cleary this year.
Really?
Well, another thing you got to factor too is Nathan Cleary suspended.
Yeah, and he did miss 6 weeks, didn't he? And he did play Origin and missed a few games. So I can see where you're coming from.
Townsend has come in and just completely changed the culture of that Cowboys team. I would have ranked Townsend up in top 3.
Okay. Wow. Well, Nicho Hynes is halfback of the year. Now, let's go to the props. Now, Joseph Tarpany, I have absolutely no problem with it. Payne Haas, go get that medal and give it to someone else, you fucking dog. Payne Haas does not deserve Dally M prop of the year with Tarpany at all. Tarpany deserves it, but Haas does not deserve shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
The only thing Payne Haas did was work. The only thing Payne Haas did that was worthy was hold up bloody Brisbane up for more money.
No. You're wrong. All Payne Haas did was fight Albert Kelly at the start of the year at a hotel. The dumb cunt. That's all he did. Bro, I can name you 4 better props than Payne Haas this year. Regan Campbell-Gillard, Junior Paulo, Ruben Cotter, and Joseph Tarpany. There's 4. James
I
Fisher
reckon
Harris,
Paulo-
another one. Fisher Harris,
Paulo
another
should have
one.
got it. Paulo
Mate.
should have got it.
You reckon Paulo and Tarpany?
Yep.
All right. What about you, Fanatics? Haas doesn't deserve it, does he?
Nah, I don't agree. I don't agree with Payne Haas getting it. No, I don't think he had a great season, to be honest. And
No, he didn't.
Tarpany, I agree with Tarpany. He's been great this season. Yeah, I mean, but Payne Haas,
I would've went-
I wouldn't pick him.
I would have went Joseph Tarpany and Ruben Cotto, or Joseph Tarpany and Regan Campbell-Gillard. Campbell-Gillard this year was on another level.
Yep.
Freakish. Unbelievable. But Payne Haas winning prop of the year is ridiculous. I think the Dally M system needs to have a good hard look at themselves, but they just can't help but have at least one Bronco involved. Payne Haas does not deserve shit. Ridiculous. Can't believe that, man. Now let's go to the hookers of the year, or the hooker of the year, I should say. That'd be KOROISAU from Penrith. Another one that I don't agree with. I don't agree with KOROISAU at all. Fuck no. What do you reckon? I can't believe Abby KOROISAU won this. I can't believe it. Dead set. What do you boys reckon? Do you guys agree with this or what?
I think Harry Grant should have won it.
Harry Grant?
I think Harry Grant was better.
Yeah, he did have a good season. What about Reece Robson or something?
Robson rarely gets even mentioned. When we talk about the Cowboys team of this year, no one talks about Reece Robson.
I can't believe KOROISAU won this award over Damien Cook, Harry Grant, and Reece Robson. Unbelievable. KOROISAU did not have the best year. He just looks good in a great system. You put KOROISAU at the West Tigers next year? No. Come on, man.
Even
Seriously.
Reid Marnie. Even Reid Marnie should have been considered.
Reid Marnie didn't have a better year than KOROISAU, but I can't believe KOROISAU won this award over Harry Grant and Reece Robson. Fanatics, what do you reckon?
Yeah, look, I don't think episode KOROISAU was great throughout the year. I mean, he was
100%.
alright, but there was Harry Grant. I thought Harry Grant was pretty good for Melbourne this season. I think he probably deserves a bit more of a mention. And Reid Marnie as well for Parramatta as well. So, yeah, I don't know.
I would have went Grant.
Yeah.
I would have went Harry Grant. Look, I love Reece Robson, and I think he will be hooker of the year in the near future. But Harry Grant for me, boys, he had the best year. Like he was outstanding for Melbourne. Yes, Melbourne were a bit off their game compared to previous years, but Harry Grant was my hooker of the year. I think he was a lot better than KOROISAU. I don't understand the KOROISAU hype. Not this year, anyway. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, let's move on to the second roles of the year, boys. And the awards there were the Rookie of the Year, Jeremiah Nanai, and Viliami Kikau. What do you boys think about this? Nanai and Kikau.
Yeah, I've got no issues with it. I've got no issues. Nanai absolutely deserves it. And you know what? Same with Kikau.
He was good, Kikau.
Yep.
Very good. I think Nanai is well-deserved. I think Kikau was also well-deserved. There were a couple of real good contenders. Like I thought Sean Lane and Isaiah Papali'i would have been very close to winning this. I thought Angus Crichton would have been pretty close. And what about Hudson Young, bro? Hudson Young would have been very close too.
Oh, dude, Hudson Young has had probably the best year of his career.
Hudson Young over Kikau is a fair argument, I reckon.
Yeah, it is.
Fanatics, do you agree with the back rows, or would you have gone someone else?
No, I am pretty happy with that, actually. I think Jeremiah Nanai definitely deserves it, and Viliami Kikau's had a great year as well. So I think they both deserve the awards.
I can live with NANAI and I can live with kick out, but I just look at Hudson Young and I'm going,
Yeah.
fuck, he has to be close. Hudson Young was unreal this year. But I think kick out probably just gets it right. Just.
Yep. Only just.
There's not much in it. Lock of the year, boys. It went to the Panthers lock, Isaiah Yeo. I don't have a problem with this, but I got to tell you what. Jason Taumalolo would have went very close to winning this. I think Cam Murray would have went very close. And I want to make a bit of a case for Paddy Carrigan as well. They were all very close in my opinion.
Yep.
But I think Isaiah Yeo is the well-deserved winner here. What do you boys reckon?
Yeah, I agree with this one. I think Isaiah Yeo's had a tremendous year. And, yeah, I've got no problems with it.
But what about you, Fanatics?
Yeah, deserving for me. Obviously, you've got Cameron Murray there. You got Jason Taumalolo as well. Probably would have come close also to winning the award, but yeah, Isaiah Yeo, I think he's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, 100%. I've got no problem with lock of the year being Isaiah Yeo. I got to say, fuck, Taumalolo would have been close. Like, he had an incredible year. You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bloody brilliant year.
Well, let's go to the final award, boys. The Dally M winner of the year, the Sharks number 7, the halfback here, Nicho HYNES, the cool kid halfback of the year. I am fine with this. Going into it, I thought, okay, Nicho HYNES, Ben Hunt, James Tedesco. They're probably the 3 I'm looking at. I think that was the final 3, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'll tell you who got a lot of points from nowhere. Scott Drinkwater was up there from nowhere too, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
Dylan Edwards, he was up there. Do you boys agree with this? Because he won it by about 10 points in the end, I think.
I want to say with Scott Drinkwater, he's another contender for fullback of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair. That's a fair call. Nicho HYNES, Dally M, do you agree with this or what?
Oh, man, I think Ben Hunt and Dylan Edwards are a bit hard done by. I mean, HYNES, don't get me wrong, Nicho HYNES absolutely deserves it. He's had a fantastic year. But, oh, man, Ben Hunt, I'll be honest with you, literally carried the Dragons. So
you know what I reckon? If the Dragons made the finals, I reckon Ben Hunt wins Dally M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you boys agree with that?
Yeah, I reckon. Yep.
Well, for next, Nicho HYNES, well, hang on. Someone in the chat just put it up for us here. I want to put it up on the screen here. Give us a moment. Keno says, I believe the final standings were HYNES 38, Tedesco 33, Hunt 32, Edwards 23, Drinkwater 23. Yeah, okay. Drinkwater is a bit of a surprise. Edwards is no surprise. Hunt only 32. I thought he might have got a little bit more. Tedesco at 33. Tedesco over Hunt, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty close. And HYNES won it by, 5 points in the end. So, fair enough. But, yeah. Nicho HYNES wins the Dally M, boys. Good to see a halfback winning it, too. Like, I love when halfbacks win Dally M's.
Been a while, too, I think. When was the last time we saw a halfback win it?
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. It might have was it Kronk? Might have been Kronk. Hang on. Let me go make a memory here. Last year was Tom. 2020 was Whiten. 19 was Tedesco.
Eddie.
18 was
RTS.
Roger, yep.
17 was Cameron Smith.
So, 16. Kronk and Taumalolo.
Yep.
Kronk and Taumalolo, 26. Fuck, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It has.
About 6 years.
I think, Bro, this is great. You know, you see all these clowns on social media say, "Oh, there's not many halfbacks around." Ha! There's so many of them now that are quality. You've got Cleary, Hines, Moses, Townsend, Reynolds. You've got Sam Walker, Jerome Hughes. You've got Ben Hunt, Cherry Evans. There are so many great halfbacks in this competition, man.
It's like the 90s and early 2000s again when we had like Johns and
Thurston, Cronk, all the greats. Good to see a halfback win Dally M. It really is. I'm very happy about it. So you boys have got no problem at all with Nicho Hynes as the winner of the Dally M?
No, I'm pretty happy with it.
Well deserved.
I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind it.
You don't like Cronulla, do you, Fanatics?
Nah, Fanatics just like sitting there like, oh.
Go on, say it. Come on. You know you want to say it.
Well, I sort of thought Ben Hunt deserves it more.
Oh!
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I thought Ben Hunt probably got hard done by.
Yeah. It's just... It doesn't sit right with me that Ben Hunt did not win a single award this year, and he was a top 3 player in the game this year. It just doesn't sit right with
match
me.
winner.
Yeah, he's a
serious winner in Origin.
Origin 3, what about that? Unbelievable. They all want to forget about that, don't they? Typical.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys. That's going to wrap up the Dally M Awards review for 2022. Nathan and Fanatics, it's been a pleasure having you on. It's been a fantastic Dally M Awards review. Thanks for coming on, boys.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks for
Hope
having
you
me
all
on.
have a great night. Hope you make sure you all subscribe to the channel of Warriors NRL Fanatics. Subscribe to my channel. Check out Nathan on Instagram as well. Fanatics, before we wrap things up, what are your thoughts on Cronulla Sharks?
All I gotta say is, fuck Cronulla, and thank God they choked in the finals.
Love it, bro. Yeah,
Good
thanks
on
to
you,
us.
Sharks.
Hey, week 1 at Shark Park, one of the greatest nights of my life. Unbelievable. Anyway, thanks, Fanatics, for that comedy towards the end. Thank you, Nathan. Hope you all have a great night.
you.
And tomorrow night will be the Rugby League Breakdown podcast. Don't know what time yet, but that'll be announced probably tomorrow throughout the day at some stage. Anyway, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next one.